Hello again everybody on YouTube. This is David back with another video. Today I have a relatively new light from Jetbeam. It is a twisty EDC style, one might say EDC and beyond. Beyond what you? It's the Jetbeam Jet-II MK. Here it is. Sorry, there you go. Some of you may be wondering what I mean when I say beyond. The short answer is don't put a clamp on your ear. The real answer is there's a tripod mount on the back of the Jetbeam Jet-II MK. The Jet-II MK from Jetbeam uses an XPL-HI emitter. It has a maximum output of about 510 lumens rated. We'll get to the actual numbers I got. And the color temperature is right around 6000 K, sort of a cool white temperature. The Jet-II MK is rated IPX8, which means it's submersible in up to 2 meters of water for 30 minutes. However, this is a twisty light, so you actually loosen the head from the body to disengage the power, and it's only tightened when the power is on. So I'm not sure I want to test it like that, whether it's still sort of IPX8 when the head when it's off, and I don't want to test it and then not have the light available to use for the rest of the review. I don't know who would do something like that. I had a clamp on my ear to demonstrate that this light can be mounted virtually anywhere with this little tripod mount. Simply run over to your hardware store and pick up 1/4 inch 20 thread screws or 4 20 screws, which may or may not be friendly, and you can set yourself up a little rig to put this light someplace where you might not otherwise have any light. Here I got it. I drilled through this clamp here and I just put the number 4 20 thread screw on. And now with the Jetbeam Jet-II, we have this clamp and light. Jetbeam Jet-II uses either a CR123 non-rechargeable lithium primary or a 16340 rechargeable lithium battery. There they are right there. The Jetbeam Jet-II MK actually makes a good candidate for a stowaway light. Given the CR123 batteries have a shelf life of up to 10 years, so if you so choose to use these, then you can just put one in and throw it in the glove box of your car for that flat tire or that trip that expends all your fuel or dry flyaway hair that won't behave. This might be a good time to get back to the tested lumen output numbers, or let you know that the Jetbeam Jet-II MK was sent to me for review from jetbeamstore.com, jetbeamstore.com, where you can go online and shoot your best offer for just about any Jetbeam product under the sun. Beyond that, we have output numbers. The Jetbeam Jet-II has 4 outputs: ultra low, low, medium, and high. The ultra low is rated 0.5 lumens, the low 5 lumens, medium is 100 lumens, and then high is 510 lumens. So my tested numbers, then we got ultra low, using CR123 I got 0.66, and then using the 16340 I got 0.77 lumens. So low mode using the CR123 5.2 lumens, and then with the 16340 6.99 lumens. Medium, this one was rated 100, but it came in a fair bit over for both these. So for the medium I got CR123 199 lumens, and then 16340 194 lumens, which is kind of odd, but I don't know, that's what I got. And then high, for high mode, 510 was the claim number, and then for CR123 I got 475, and for 16340 I got 632 lumens. Beyond EDC, I was also able to use the tripod mount to I got one of these binder clips here, and I got my 420 screws on. That is, I went to the hardware store and I picked up some 1/4 inch 20 thread screws and rigged them onto this little binder clip, and bam, you can just sort of have a clip-on light in some stretch of the imagination. It's like, let's see, you get this tight enough. Yeah, you gotta kind of tighten it down to make it easier to use, and like that. And I stuck it on the visor of my car, and then, you know, just had some twisty light there. So I don't know. I guess the point I'm trying to make is that while at first glance you might say that a tripod mount only makes sense on a really big light to mount on a tripod, I've actually found it quite interesting that this little light like this has a tripod mount on it, and it does make it actually kind of versatile for additional lighting purposes beyond the flashlight capabilities. The Jet-II MK comes with a pocket clip there. It's a fairly deep carry pocket clip, so it's good in that regard. However, it's a little bit annoying, I find it, because what happens is it's a twisty light, and since it's a twisty light, you loosen the head. The pocket clip puts pressure on the head and sort of pushes it down, and what happens is the light can come on when you untwist it and have it off. Then putting pressure on the head actually can move it. I'm not twisting, I'm just sort of pressing on the head, and the pocket clip does that because it's the way it mounts and it pushes onto the head there, and it can be bad for the threads. If any of you guys have had twisty lights, and you know that over time you want to take care of your threads on these types of lights. I'm talking like years, but still, for some of them maybe not years, you know. So the pocket clip on this one is also kind of loose. It doesn't clip very tightly, but it is still functional to an extent, but it's just not the best I've seen. Let's test the thermal behavior for the Jet-II MK. So starting off, we got 23 Celsius, and we'll put this on high. Alright, and this number multiplied by 0.111 gives you the lumen output. And start the timer. And at about 1 minute, it just stepped down a bit in lumens, and I'm getting a temperature of about 35 Celsius. Minutes now, and it looks like I'm still at, well, it's about 36, yeah, 30, almost 36 Celsius, and it's been hanging at that 275 number for a while, which is like, I don't know, maybe 320 lumens still. 5 minutes now, and it's still right at 274. Let's see, the temperature, almost 38 Celsius now. 10 minutes now, and we got 41 Celsius, and then 272 equals 302 lumens. 20 minutes, still getting about 300 lumens, 44 Celsius on the temperature. 30 minutes straight now, and we're still getting 300 lumens. That's not bad at all. And we got about 46 on the temperature. 40 minutes now and still 300 lumens. Should we allow this madness to go on, or should we put a stop to it now? 46 Celsius. Ah, 45 minutes looks like it's had about all it can take. Okay, 47 minutes and the light's flickering. So I think that's supposed to mean that it's at the end. Quickly before we go outside, let's just take a look at the light. Here we have the weight with the battery in it. We got 1.59 ounces, very, very light. As expected. The light, the head unscrews. This is the only part that comes apart, or is meant to be taken apart, in order to remove the battery and recharge the battery or replace the battery. And then, of course, to have functionality of the light. And there's no mode memory for the Jetbeam Jet-II MK. So it always comes on in the moonlight mode, and then you can switch to adjust your output from there. And it's got on the back two very large sized, pretty good sized lanyard holes, and it came with a fluffy type lanyard. But these are really another thing that's sort of versatile with this light. With these lanyard holes, you can like I have this paracord here, and you can use paracord to make your own sort of paracord ties or paracord lanyards, or your fancy sort of lanyards that some people like to make, and then they'll go onto this light just fine for that type of thing. Another thing you can do is I have this little diffuser cap, and I made the diffuser cap, and there's a video that where I show you guys how to make your own sort of little diffuser caps that can go on any flashlight that you like, how that works. So let's put this onto the highest mode, and how that works is it just diffuses the light for ambient lighting creation, you know, and instead of having a hot spot with spill and a beam, it just makes sort of like room light effect. That's pretty much it. We'll wrap it up, and we'll take this guy outside and just take a quick look. Please like and subscribe, and you'll get more content like this and maybe some other types of things. Alright guys, thanks for watching. So this Jetbeam Jet-II MK is a twisty light, as you know. It does not have mode memory though, so it always starts in the lowest mode right there. That's what we got. Sort of twist through to get to the turbo mode, so it can be, you know, it's not for everybody, but for you moonlight hounds, it's the light for you. Oops. So here, this is the highest mode right here. It's hard to tell with the camera, but it's a little bit brighter than it kind of appears. Yeah, but it can be manipulated with one hand. The twisty is not so hard. Like I got it in my left hand, and it's harder to do than with my right hand, but it's still not really a problem. So let's see. Turn it on, the lowest mode. It's not all that dark out here right now. If it's really dark, then this has a bigger effect with the moonlight mode, as many of you know. Oops, lost focus. Alright, this is the second mode. And the third mode. And again, this is the one that's the medium that was listed as 100 lumens, but it's really, I'm testing 200 lumens about. And then this should be the sort of right around 600 lumens. Try and get an idea of the spill. Just pan around. I can't get it to turn out. There we go. Alright, that should give you guys some idea here with this little 16340 light, what it can do. Alright, thanks for watching, you guys. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll have more videos coming soon.